Ever thought about chucking it all and going on a spiritual quest? Yeah, me neither. But Siddhartha did. Now who is this Siddhartha, you ask? Well, he's the protagonist of a fantastic novel by Hermann Hesse. Born into a life of luxury, Siddhartha decides one day that silk robes and golden goblets aren't his cup of tea. Well, not literally, but you get the idea. He yearns for something more, something beyond the worldly pleasures. So he does what any sane person would do. He trades his cushy lifestyle for a life of austerity, embarking on a journey to find enlightenment. Yes, you heard it right. Siddhartha, the young man with a promising future, leaves everything behind, trading in his riches for rags, his palace for the great outdoors, all in the pursuit of spiritual awakening. Quite the leap of faith, wouldn't you say? So our friend Siddhartha is off to find himself. What could possibly go wrong, right? So Siddhartha's off on his journey. And let me tell you, it's not all yoga and vegan smoothies. Imagine you're Siddhartha. You've left your cushy palace life, renounced your princely status, and now you're a samana, a wandering ascetic living off the land. You're sleeping on dirt, eating roots and berries and meditating until your legs cramp up. Sounds like a blast, right? Well, Siddhartha soon realizes that this back-to-nature approach isn't quite cutting it. So he does what any sensible person would do. He goes to the extreme opposite end of the spectrum. He dives headfirst into a world of wealth, lust, and indulgence. He's living the high life, wearing the finest silks, dining on the most exquisite foods. He's got a lover who could make Aphrodite herself green with envy. Life's a party and Siddhartha's the life of it. But here's the kicker. Siddhartha, our party animal, starts to feel empty inside. All the material wealth, the physical pleasures, they're not bringing him any closer to enlightenment. In fact, they're pulling him further away. The irony, right? It's like trying to quench your thirst by drinking seawater. The more you drink, the thirstier you get. He's caught in a cycle, swinging like a pendulum from asceticism to indulgence and back again. But here's the thing about pendulums. They eventually come to a stop, and so does Siddhartha. He realizes that neither extreme is the answer. The key to enlightenment isn't about denial or indulgence. It's about balance. It's about understanding that life is a river, constantly flowing, constantly changing. You can't hold on to it, you can't resist it, you just have to go with the flow. So Siddhartha stops swinging, stops striving. He sits by the river, listens to its whispers, and finds his peace. Turns out, enlightenment isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Who would have thought? So after all his adventures, what does our boy Siddhartha learn? Well, let's dive right into it. He learns that suffering is as much a part of life as joy. It's like the other side of the coin. You can't have one without the other. And that's okay. It's part of the grand tapestry of existence, woven with threads of both pain and pleasure. Then there's love. Siddhartha realizes love is not just about possession or attachment, it's about understanding, acceptance, and letting go when the time is right. Kinda like holding a butterfly too tight and you crush it, too loose and it flutters away. And the big one, enlightenment. Siddhartha learns that it's not something you can just pick up at the local grocery store next to the avocados. It's a process, a journey of self-discovery and understanding. So, the moral of the story: enlightenment is a journey, not a destination, and definitely not a vegan smoothie. So what can we take away from Siddhartha's wild ride? Quite a bit, actually. Siddhartha's journey is a reminder that life's lessons aren't always found in the most expected places. He traveled far, battled inner demons, and sought wisdom from others, yet he found true enlightenment within himself. What does this tell us? It tells us that sometimes the answers we seek are closer than we think. We just need to take a moment, breathe, and look within. Siddhartha's story also shows us that it's okay to make mistakes, to feel lost, and to question our path. These are all parts of the human experience. They shape us, they challenge us, and ultimately, they lead us to our own enlightenment. And the ultimate message of the book? It's simple, yet profound. Life, in all its messy and beautiful complexity, is a journey worth taking. Remember, folks, if you're ever feeling lost, just ask yourself, what would Siddhartha do?